our three best
I
friends.
think it's important to talk about depression.
Yes, and certainly acknowledging the Bell Let's Talk Day today and all the efforts that are being made around the issue of depression, as well as the social networks that are being created for that.
Okay, hold on. I didn't know anything about Bell Let's Talk, so you have to explain this a bit more because I'm sure other people don't know what.
I haven't
going
totally looked
It's been going
100%
on every
into it.
year.
It's been going on every year, but it's
First time
basically
I've heard of it.
looking more at mental health and addressing mental health issues and issues with depression. And
You know what? I really believe that everybody has a mental health issue. Everybody.
I think
Well,
at some point,
yeah.
Because we're so complex. Our thoughts, our feelings create ideas. We all live our own story, you know, and from when we grow up, all the things that have happened to us, all the things that we've been told, it all meshes into who we are. And at some point in our life, it either resonates with us or it's completely not to what we truly are about. And I think that's when things start to break down.
I think the mental health is as important as any other type of health. It's like mental health or dental health.
That's right.
It's something that for so long carried a stigma of, being something wrong that we didn't talk about. Whereas, we talk about gum disease, so why can't we be as sick in your head as you can be in your stomach?
Yeah, the problem is that I think sometimes some people they become shy or scared to talk about how they feel and open up, and if they have a problem or something they just kind of keep it inside, and I think that's going to start building up.
Well,
So
I think
if you can just open up and just be, I feel this way today and I feel like to cry, and then just do it, and you
If you
feel
look
better.
at something even deeper though, where people actually have such intense feelings or intense stressors that for so long it was viewed as bad if you, or something wrong or socially, unacceptable if you had feelings of, suicidal thoughts, or if you wanted your life to end. I mean, I think, everybody has had that experience at least, once in their life where they thought, I didn't want to see tomorrow. And,
yes.
but to be able to talk about it, in the past, we didn't even really look into mental health until the early 1970s. Prior to that, you were put in institutions, asylums, things like that, and simple things like menopausal disorders or chronic stressors, or just having sadness for whatever reason, or chronic problems, were looked at as, you have a mental disorder, so now we're going to institutionalize you, or you
And throw
need
away
to
the
be
key.
put somewhere where you can get in touch with your thoughts and be crazy, is what it was sort of diagnosed. On the other hand, come the early 1970s, they developed the first antidepressant drugs,
Yeah.
which brought in a whole new era of being able to control. So we went from being completely, in the dark about it, not knowing what to do with it, to now we're going to control it. But now with things like Bell Let's Talk, and looking at things like the local community has developed Red Path. Peggy Shaughnessy has developed that, which is fascinating because it's a first social network for discussing issues with mental health, depression, things like that. And now we're giving it the sort of attention that it needs because of the fact that for so long it was either hidden or it was controlled. Now it's being able to be let out, and more people are able to express how they feel.
I still expressing, I still believe there is a lot going on behind closed walls, and I think when it really comes right down to it, we are, this is how I feel. I've had depression and it's painful. You don't wish it to your worst enemy. Honestly, I still believe it's a disconnect from the cord, and I believe that is why so many people have addictions, afflictions, depression, because we've become, as a people, so disconnected with the whole of everything, tradition, ethnic, even such a small thing as cooking every day, hobbies. It's such a fast-paced life now, and we're so disconnected that we're looking for everything in an external need. Meanwhile, it still comes from the inside, and we want to fill it. That's why there's so many stores, so many products, so many services, because we all are trying to fill that void from an outside angle, and that's not what it is. Like, since I've started my healing journey, it's all about really showing complete awareness to my inner being, and asking all the right questions, and not trying to almost like, before, I believe my depression was caused by my own fraud. It's like I was like not honest with myself, and my body started to notice and go, this is not my path. And I'm like, I don't care, I'm gonna go this way anyways. And then, so it's the internal growth, the internal realization, what it is that you want, who you are, what you need, not what you think, but how you feel. And a lot can be done through natural therapy, and I'm a big believer in meditation, just letting it be, and really connect with your universal intelligence. And
I think reaching out is like key.
Reaching out is key.
Yeah, like for example too, I suffer from depression too, and instead of just, when I really feel like, oh, I'm gonna get depressed, I feel like I don't wanna do anything and stuff, I just put it like on my Facebook page, I'm feeling this way. And when you get all the feedback of people that cares about you and that it matters for them, it changed the way you see things. And I say, why, it's true, I shouldn't be sad, it will pass, it will make me feel better. And also, I want to tell you something that I just discovered probably a few months ago. For me, since little, the music is playing a big role. Like, whatever music is playing, it's how it makes me.
So you can't even be depressed with that kind of music.
I want to tell you
or the Irish.
It's always
the Irish can be depressing.
No, well, no, the Irish jig I'm talking about.
Jig,
that.
yes, there's
but
nothing wrong with
it plays a big role, how the music set you in a good mood or in a bad mood, or it can stress you.
Or it can resonate with how you're feeling, which is what I find draws me to music, is that if I'm actually feeling a certain, feeling of sadness or sorrow or something like that, sometimes the music can bring it out of you. It was something I experienced when, after losing my father, I couldn't cry. And I was like, why can't I cry? And it was there, it's just that I couldn't. And then what I found was music was actually able to bring it out. And it was sad Irish music. But I listened to the sad Irish music so that it would bring out the feeling, because I felt like if I don't cry,
you were blocked.
Yeah, you can keep
put a wall up, and you just
need to block it.
But I would like to make reference from this music. They call brainwaves. So is at certain level and volume that modify the waves on your brain, and that's how it helps you to increase dopamine and makes you feel better.
Any music?
No, there are special tracks.
Okay.
So I will make sure I'll add the link of one of my favorite ones on the comment side down below.
It's like what they use with sleep therapy.
And it's amazing, honestly, like it's amazing. And it's for like concentrate. They have different
is it like nature sounds?
No, it's sounds.
Just frequency.
You remember when babies, they said, oh, I can sleep, put them
in the car and start driving.
Just put the vacuum or that's
the fan.
Noise.
Yeah, the white noise.
I hate white noise.
Well, this is combined with music.
Yeah.
and with the sounds.
It's different sounds,
So
different tempos,
they have
things that
some
bring
to-
on different brainwave
To
activity.
heal with headaches and
Right.
so it's good to try it. Then some people that might I'm very sensitive of hearing, so I know that really is a big one for me. With through the music I feel way better. So I will make sure I put that on the comment side.
Anytime that I'm sad, I just go in the car, I put on the tunes,
Yes.
and I just have my own little party in there.
Yeah.